Hello YouTube, it is the end of February and I'm happy because it's going into March and the first day of spring is March 21st. So winter is almost over. You can feel it in the air. Me personally, I'm at the age I don't really look forward to my birthday because it's 1 year closer to death when you think about it. Even though I'm still young, but you know, can't deny that since COVID things have changed. They really have. And if COVID didn't make you realize that our earth is like really digressing, I don't know what will convince you, but you know, eventually, you know, New York City will be underwater and whatever your faith is, it'll all be over soon. You know, apocalypse, or if you believe in science, or you're Christian, Muslim, whatever. You know, my advice to people is always treat people right, because when you pass away, you want them to say positive things about you. That's how I live my life. Like, I don't live it for people, but I would never, you know, certain people have passed away, and it's like I don't have good memories of them. You know, from the time of high school till now, like, it's like, oh, you going to that person's funeral? No. Like, you know, and it's not holding a grudge. It's just, if I know that that person wasn't a good person, it's like, there's nothing to really grieve. There's nothing to really, you know. But as we head into Women's History Month, and I will be covering the history of a lot of things. I'll be talking about fun stuff like lingerie, but then I'll talk about the more serious things like prostitution. And the one thing that I wanted to talk about definitely is rape. And I just randomly started thinking about the lyrics of Jay-Z. And Jay-Z has a couple of good lyrics, but some of his lyrics, he is telling on himself. It was something that I saw on YouTube and I wanted to share it. And also with the same song with I Got the Keys, there's a part in the song where he goes, I know the judge, I'm gonna give him some chips, right? So while he's saying why we slaves in 2016, he's actually putting himself in that situation, because Jay-Z, which I forgot, we all I guess forgot, he just was accused of rape. And my question for my ladies this morning is, if your man, boyfriend, husband, whatever, for me personally, I don't play with things like that. And people say, oh, everybody got a pass. No. My standard is, first of all, I don't like date people with records and stuff. It really depends. But if you're accused of rape, I'm not dealing with you. Like, I'm not, you know, that's not something to like, because if you're accused of it, I feel like you possibly did it. Especially a person like him. He has money and he could get away with it. And let's face it, Jay-Z and Beyonce don't really seem like they all that in love. You know, you could tell like he controls her. Not just because Jackwell said it, you know, the one he did a song with. But you know, you can definitely tell like their relationship is very strange. Anybody can see that when. And then Beyonce changed for the worse in her music. She went from doing a gospel song, at least one on every album, to now, you know, cursing. We all curse, but you just see the change in her, you know, in her work and just her as a person. She used to thank the Lord for winning an award. She doesn't thank the Lord anymore, you know. So
I lost a dog and I got her.
Yeah, so, you know, and also with Rihanna, you know, that's some stuff. And with Nelly, that's just a perfect example of, you know, girls who pretty much settled. You know, the back and forth with getting arrested and going to court. Like, who wants to go through that baby daddy antics? But you know, something like rape, I feel like is unforgivable, and that's just no. Like for me, I would at least want to take a break and do the research, because it's like you got kids with this man. And some people might say, oh, whatever, whatever. But the R. Kelly thing, that's how it started. Somebody accused him, he got acquitted. Right? But ladies, you know, and sometimes it's hard if you're with the person or whatever. But, you know, whether I'm with the person or not, for me, I'm not tolerating that, because either you hanging around people, because it was him and Diddy that was accused. So Diddy, we all know who he is. It was so obvious that what he was doing, because, you know, his artists weren't all that successful, but yet he was making all that money. And it was always a curious question, like, where is he getting all that money from? So it's the same thing for Jay-Z. Where is he getting all this money from? How is he a billionaire? It's but so much business you could do. And 3% of his income is his music, so I think he's trafficking too. And the truth is gonna come to the light. But ladies, just curious, what would you do if your husband was accused of a rape crime specifically? For me, I'm gonna take a pause and do my research. You have to, because most of the time when they're accused, it comes out true, especially if, you know, he's a man of power. Those are my thoughts.